Hello, my name is Summer Sky. Welcome to my YouTube channel and welcome back to Rebuilding Glimmerbrook. So this is the house we're working on today. I figured we would take a second. Usually I jump right into the speed build, but before we get to the speed build, I wanted to show you what this lot is first. So this house is a very interesting shape. It gives kind of like storybook vibes. I guess the weird roof kind of does that. But this is the dreaded corner that everyone hates. What is this? There's no door, just a random staircase to nowhere. All around very odd. All around odd. And I get why people don't like this build very much. Let's take a look on the inside just to see. I actually haven't looked on the inside of this house. All I know is the exterior is a little rough. I hate this floor plan, I think. Yeah. Okay, so you walk in, you have this dining room shoved in this corner, pretty far away from the kitchen actually, and this very odd little living space. Interesting choices for sure. We've got a small little bedroom right off the front door. I hate that. And a little bathroom here. Kitchen doesn't even use the new pack counters, and I think that's an odd choice to have those ones in here. I feel like there are more appropriate ones, I guess. And then up here we've got bedroom, another bedroom. This is our hallway. It's a big hallway. And a little office space and another bedroom. So this is 4 bedrooms, I guess. 4 bedrooms, 2 bath. It's an interesting build. So I think we too will go after 4 bedrooms, since there are 4 here. We're gonna do more than 2 bathrooms because that's just not enough for me, in my most humble of opinions. So yeah, just so you know what we started with, so you can really, you know, embrace the glory that was this house. Let's get started on it. First things first, we're gonna demolish it, and then I'm gonna give you kind of an idea of what we're going for before I start building. Again, that portion will be a speed build, but for now I wanted you to just see what we're working with. The goal here is I'm looking for like a stony, Storybook, whimsical vibes. Of course, all of the builds that I've done so far in this world are a little whimsical, but for this one, the goal is like Storybook whimsical, Storybook, stone, like that kind of vibes. So let's get started. So for this build, I was kind of working from a reference image just really for the front. I knew I wanted like a turrety or round section, and then a little like front patio section where you walk in and there's a door. So I was looking for something specifically that looked like that, and then the rest was pretty much all me. The reference image did kind of have a tall section in the front, just beyond the little like entryway, the outdoor entryway. So we do have that, but the rest of this, I wasn't quite certain where I wanted to go with it. But you know, it came together in the end. And this lot, again, like I mentioned before, I was trying to go for multiple bedrooms. The goal was 3 to 4 bedrooms, which was achieved. But I didn't know like shape-wise, like and layout, what I was doing on the inside. So I kind of jump around a little. We do the exterior, you know, get the shell of the place laid out, and then I do a lot of the landscaping because I really didn't know what I wanted to do. And once I started going and putting this floor plan together, I realized it may be a little difficult to actually draw out the floor plan. So I was kind of hesitant to get into that. But yeah, so we're just going around the roof line. I didn't want it to clip. I hate clipping, especially roof clipping. It's the worst. So I really wanted to go around and have all of these pieces be individual pieces. I think there is one spot that does end up clipping later. I believe it's just the very top. The very top floor has like the tip of the roof. Like that's all that's clipping, and I tried so hard to get it to stop, but it would not cooperate. So we're gonna fidget around with the roof line. I didn't know what I wanted to do. Like in this little section here, I wanted like a little bump out there, but the roofing was not working very well for me. So, you know, it is what it is. So here's our little front entry. I wanted like a little like covered porch thing, and then we have another one on the side that you can kind of like walk through and walk to the backyard. But then we also have a door. I believe it's from, I want to say it's from the kitchen, maybe. I can't remember exactly what the inside floor plan is. Oh no, I guess it's not the kitchen. It's just like off the living room. The kitchen's actually like in the front, and then we have a little dining area in the little round turret-y area. I really like doing that. I really like doing like kitchens or like a seating nook or something in those little round sections. I find that that's really the best way to use those rounder areas, especially because it is so difficult to get stuff in round sections. I also found that when I was copying or moving the lot, I would end up with like a weird like floor glitch on that round section. So a way to get rid of that, I found, is to delete the top one of the rounded area and then just copy and paste the bottom one to the top. You know, it worked out pretty well. We're gonna do a lot of brick here. I wanted, again, like I mentioned, the goal was something kind of whimsical, something kind of like older looking, like it'd been there a while, and I thought like the rock would look really good. And then I decided to do this brick because this brick is from the Realm of Magic pack. But then I went into the map view, and this dark brick just it was super dark. So later on, we're actually going to switch it. I don't switch it on camera. I was messing around with it in between takes, and I decided I liked what I picked, and I didn't want to, you know, go back to the brick and then do that on camera. So later you'll see that it is actually a white brick. I don't understand why the white brick swatch that I end up picking isn't like a regular brick like this one. It's got the little like edges on it, you know, the really annoying edges that you can't place on your own. It's got those, and the brick is white, but almost all of the brick swatches from just like the normal brick wallpaper from this pack. There's our little clipping on the roof. I can't get that to go away. But anyway, all the swatches from the brick, almost all of them at least, are in that second swatch that I end up with the little pieces on the side that like for the corners, but except for the white. The white doesn't come in just like the normal brick. I don't understand why that happens, especially because they're from the same pack, and like the brick is the same texture, everything. Just it's just different because I don't know why, and it really bugs me sometimes that they do that. I feel like there's a lot of items that are like that. Anyway, so after you know, pulling out all those walls on the interior, I was like, this is gonna be a crazy layout, and I was really hesitant to go in and figure out what the layout was gonna be. So I decided that we were going to do the exterior. Ignore the number there on our little lot information. That is very wrong. Apparently it doesn't reset when you bulldoze a lot, so that's actually the original that's the original cost for the other place, not this one. I believe this one ends up being about just under 40,000 simoleons. I can't remember exactly, but I'm fairly certain it's just under 40,000 simoleons. And we're about to change the name real quick here, and we go with the I think it's the Brook-Side Manor. I couldn't figure it out because I like that the original was Creek-Side or something like that, or Creek Bend. Like, that was cute since there is a little like river or something running next to this lot, but I didn't want to keep it the same, so we found another word that means like a moving body of water, and we go with like a Brook-Side Manor, and I felt like that fit it pretty well. So here we go. You're seeing me do the floor plan, and it was rough. It was rough to figure out because I just like the walls don't line up in every place. Like the floors get smaller as you go up. So it was interesting to do the layout, and I was very confused for a lot of it. This was the original plan, and I didn't like that. We're gonna redo the floor plan quite a few times. Actually, so we're gonna get technically two bedrooms on this floor. It actually ends up being an an office and like the magic room, and then the primary bedroom, and then on the floor above we end up with 2 bedrooms. See, we're redoing this quite a few times. I could have cut this out, and I usually do cut out me rearranging the floor plan, but for this one I decided to leave it in just to kind of show you how difficult sometimes it can be to do floor plans, and you know, you can't be afraid to delete it and start over. So that's what I was doing. I did that quite a few times actually, and I did that quite a few times on each floor, I believe. Actually, I think the top floor kind of worked a little bit better just because it's smaller, so there really isn't a whole lot of options up there. So we're gonna have the master bedroom in that little corner, or the bigger corner, and then we're gonna have the office at the back. So down here, we're gonna close off the front entry. I feel like in older houses, you have like a closed entry like that, and I felt like it was kind of interesting to do that. And I don't usually do like a real closed entry. Usually I do like an open entryway. I usually do open floor plans in general, but this one is not very open floor plan. So we're going to get our little entryway here. We're going to have a living space in that little area, and then we're going to have our kitchen here with that circular window. I apologize that we are moving at 8 times the speed again today. This is a really long video. If I do it at the normal 4 times, then it would have been like 45 minutes. So I decided not to do that. I really wish for my programming, I really wish that it was like I had like 6 times the speed, because I really would love that like middle ground, but whatever, it's fine. So we're gonna have a bathroom here at the staircase, and then we're gonna have a little living space off to that other side by that door. Another little rounded window. Again, for all of these builds for Glimmerbrook, I was really trying to use as much of the furniture from the Realm of Magic pack as possible. So I used all of the windows in all of the builds, and it's fun. It's fun to me. I don't think I would use the circular windows in many other builds. Maybe the stained glass windows, because they're kind of interesting little like feature windows, and I do really like the like rectangular windows. They're a little bit interesting, but I think they have almost the same footprint as the base game windows, so I might use those more often. They're a little bit different to me. Anyway, so here is our kitchen space. It is about this point I realized that I'm using the tall wall height. It is double the wall height. It's a little crazy, but this is also when I realized that because I'm on extra tall wall height, I can use the light from the Realm of Magic pack. So we're actually going to replace the get together candelabra thingy from in that little dining nook area to the super big one from the Realm of Magic pack that in the Glimmerbrook bar I tried to place, but it definitely would have whacked your Sims in the head if I had used it there. So we're going to get that into that other space in just a minute here. This is going to be our living space. Again, we got to use the Realm of Magic. There it is. There's our light. We got to use the Realm of Magic fireplace because I will never use it in any other build except for this one. We're not going to do a whole lot. I keep hitting the window button on my keyboard, but we're not going to do a whole lot in that room quite yet. Here we go. We have replaced the exterior. I feel like this just looks so much better with the white brick. And the world view of this house looks much better as well. So we're gonna get the flooring from the Realm of Magic pack. It's too busy. It's very busy to put all over, so I decided that we would just stick it in the bathrooms and in the kitchen here. Again, my biggest complaint with this pack, I think, is the fact that we don't have matching cabinets. On the bright side, in this lighting, the base game cabinets look like they match, so close enough. I'm gonna have to accept it, right? So we're just gonna get something here. I'm gonna change it to the base game one, I believe, later, and we're gonna use this wallpaper pretty much throughout. I know I've made comments that this wallpaper doesn't feel like a living space wallpaper, and it still really doesn't to me, but I like that the wood matches the wood on the wallpaper, matches the wood on the windows and on the doors, so we decided to go with that in here. And then I'm going to do a little gallery wall because this wall looks very empty. We're going to get a couple of the base game window or base game windows, the couple of the base game pictures there, you know, the chicken and the bowl of fruit. And I guess it's not Jerry because I didn't use the Jerry photo. I used one of the other swatches. I can't even remember now. And then this little space, we're going to make a closet. I didn't know what else to put in here, and it looked odd without having this little corner blocked off. So we're going to put some items in here, and we're actually going to get the little umbrella stand in there as well. Yeah, but I really like how this space turns out. It's very open, very airy, I guess. Again, I didn't really want an open floor plan, so that closed off entryway kind of solves that, and then the closed off kitchen as well. So, but I really like it. I really like how it turns out. I didn't know what to put in this little corner, and it felt really empty. But you know, I figured it may actually be better to have it empty or less full with clutter, you know, just in case your computer doesn't run super well on, or when you have super cluttered builds. I'm actually using a gaming laptop, so mine runs pretty well, even with all my stuff in it, all the packs and everything I've got. So I'm pretty pleased with it. That area up there where I just put the little armoire thingy is going to be the magic room with the cauldrons and all that kind of stuff. So yeah, we're just going to clutter up the kitchen a little bit, get a couple of items in here, and that's pretty much the whole kitchen. I decided to use the same wallpaper in the bathrooms, so we're just going to throw all these things in here. I really like the shower from this pack. It's a little detailed for me. I probably wouldn't put it in a whole lot of other builds, but I like that it looks like it opens straight on. It really bugs me that other ones, like, it looks like you get out the side rather than the front. I don't know why. It's just preference, I guess. But yeah, so this is our upstairs room. Again, we're going to use the same wallpaper as downstairs, kind of create a cohesive look. I really hate that so many wood swatches don't match. Like, why do we have so many wood swatches that are just slightly off? It really bugs me. It really bugs me because, like, you can tell it's off, and you really just have to pretend that it's not. But whatever, I digress. And here I wanted the color scheme to be kind of purple and light and fun, but also, you know, magic. So we're gonna have a little fun time in there. I hope you can use that cauldron. I will go back and I will remember to play test it. So if that changes, it's because you couldn't use the cauldron. But yeah, that room that we just did there was the primary bathroom, and then this is going to be our primary bedroom. The color scheme in here is going to be kind of like white and blue. I really like this bed. It's very pretty. I really like just like the plain glass over the top of it. I really like the stained glass ones as well, but this one kind of speaks to me. It feels very like modern princess kind of, I guess. So I decided to use that one. And then in here, we're just going to get a couple of blue rugs, something sweet, something fun, you know, just to pull in that color scheme, really drive it home in case you couldn't figure out that the color scheme was blue and white without me saying. The color scheme is blue and white, as you can see from all of the blue and white things in here. I didn't know what to do with this wall, so we're just going to throw a mirror up there and some sconces, and that's pretty much going to be the primary bedroom. Super easy schmeezy. In here, this is going to be our little office space, like the actual office space. The colors in here are going to be a little bit darker. The original plan was to go with this white, and then I believe I end up switching it to oh no, I guess we end up leaving the white, but it ends up being like more brown walls, so it's going to be like white and brown, I think, in here. I built this about 2 weeks ago now, maybe. I got a burst of energy and pretty much did all of the Glimmerbrook builds in like a week, so I'm trying to recall what I did, and usually I have it up, but I was too lazy to open the Sims. But yeah, so we're gonna have this like lighter brown and white tone in there. I really like the rug that comes with this pack. My only issue is there are a couple swatches, and one of the swatches has like a little like curly thing, and it can look a little phallic. If you don't know what I'm talking about, good. If you are curious, you can go find out for yourself. But I intentionally do not use that that swatch. So we're going to have the 2 bedrooms up here. One of them is going to be, again, like light brown and white colors. That's this one here. I imagine we have maybe like an older teen or like an older child in here, and then the other bedroom I imagine would be a teenager. I really wish this photo sized up better because I really like it, but it's too big when you size it up once. So yeah, you know, is what is. But I figured, you know, like I said, we have an older teen in here, or like a teen in here. So this bedroom is a little bit more grown up. We don't have any toys or anything in this room. It's mostly just going to be, you know, plain. Pretty plain in here. The color scheme in there is going to be green and dark brown. But yeah, that's pretty much the entirety of the inside done. So now we're just gonna pop out here to do some more landscaping. I don't do a whole lot. I didn't really know what I wanted to do in this backyard, and I've pretty much covered all the bases on the interior, so I didn't think of anything else that needed to be in this build. So for the most part, we're pretty much done, other than last bits of landscaping and terrain paint. So yeah, I really hope that you have enjoyed this series like all together. We have, I believe, 2 more builds coming. I can't remember the order necessarily that I did for this. So yeah, thank you again for joining me. I put out new videos on Mondays and on Thursdays, so make sure you come back for more videos and more content. I'm sending you all of the positive wishes, all the good vibes, and happy simming.